YouTube Nation, what is up? Eagles Truth here with you, and I did not see this coming a month ago. Did not see this at all possible. Last video I made was halftime against the Dallas Cowboys, and I said in that video, even though we were slightly ahead at the time, I don't see us winning. It was just a feeling I had, just a gut feeling. Cowboys, especially when Zeke plays, it's just been fucking up our ass the entire time. Like, I don't know. We just match up badly against that team or something. I just didn't have a good feeling about it. I didn't. Very happy to be wrong. I hate the Cowboys. I hate them so much. So you can imagine how happy I was after we won the game. Yet I didn't make a video. Didn't make the video after we beat the Cowboys or leading up to the Giants game. Basically, a win and you win the division. Still didn't make a video. A very small reason of why that was the case was because I didn't want to be too cocky. I didn't want to be, because I knew beating the Cowboys, oh my God, I love beating the Cowboys, especially with shit on the line. Feels so good. I didn't want to get too confident, too cocky, too gloating too much, anything like that. And then we lay an egg against the Giants and they go to the playoffs and I look like an idiot. That was a small reason. But the big reason why I didn't make a video is, guys, I'm sorry, I'm too busy. There's very few times where I'm actually alone. That's why I'm making most of my videos in the car, for God's sakes. There's very few times where I'm alone, not doing something, don't got something to do. I remember a year ago, Adrian, the Bitter Birds, me and him got into some kind of a disagreement. I even forget what it was. And he went so far as to be like, well, you suck. Look at your subscriber count. You suck. As if subscriber count means something, as if it defines me in some way. I still can't believe he went there. And I basically just said, look, you live here on YouTube. Okay? That's what you want to do. You make a video about it every day, every other day. Awesome. You should have the subscribers you do. I don't. I mean, who would subscribe to someone who, if they're lucky, makes one video a week, but usually it's probably like every other week or something, like, come on. For those of you that are subscribed, I really appreciate it. Thank you. But you know what I mean? Like, you're going to reach less people if you're less active. I wish I could make more videos. I do, because I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy coming on here, giving my thoughts, whether I'm right or I'm wrong. If I need to rant, trust me, it feels good to come on here and fucking yell at my phone. But I just, I gotta do it when I can do it. So anyway, we beat the Dallas Cowboys, right? And here's my problem. I can't wait to watch all the media stuff the next day. Watch Skip Bayless's excuses, which you expect. But watch First Take, NFL Total Access, Sports Center, Good Morning Football, like all of them. Just watch all of them, right? And they all had a common theme. Was it the Eagles win or the Cowboys lose? Which is a stupid question because it's always both. The correct answer is always both. One team rose to the occasion, the other team failed to the occasion. It's always both. But there was no, you got to credit the Eagles, like, for what they did, like, blah, 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 blah. There might have been a little caveats that they squeezed in there about that, but it was all Cowboys. And how the Cowboys didn't have Ezekiel Elliott for one play. How the Cowboys did not have Amari Cooper for one play. What about the Eagles? There's no Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, Nelson Aguilar, Jordan Howard, Zach Ertz for most of the game. We didn't have them for the game. And they're bitching because they didn't have their stars for one play. Just one play. Ay, ay, ay. Do you see how stupid that sounds? So you expect that bullshit from Skip Bayless and everything. He's hot takey. He basically cheated his way to fame. And I say cheat because you're not even doing it legitimately. You're not. providing expert analysis or, expert opinion or anything. You're just basically saying something outlandish to get clicks or to get views. That's cheating. That's taking the easy way to fame. I don't respect that man at all. At all. I know he doesn't believe half the shit he says. But you expect it from someone like that. But the other media stations, they were all on that. And people wonder why we hate the Cowboys. Here's a clue, Cowboys fans. You think that you're America's team because the rest of the football fan nation, whether we like the Cowboys or don't like the Cowboys, we care about how the Cowboys do. We are interested in what they do. And that's why they're America's team, right? That's what you always say. That's why you guys say you're America's team, is because whether you like them or hate them, you care about them. You care how they do. You either root for them or against them. Either way, you care, right? Right? That's why they're America's team, right? Do you think that has anything to do because of who your team is? Because you're the Dallas Cowboys, and that's why. You think that's why? Newsflash, it's the media is why. If the media didn't fucking overhype your sorry asses, or talk about you when you lose, talk about you when you win, doesn't even matter. We beat you, yet we still can't get talked about. It's the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys. You got fucking idiots out there like Skip Bayless who says outlandish things, and people don't realize that he's just being hot takey, so they want the Cowboys to lose. To see what he says then. The media drives it. It's not in us by nature. It's not in us by nature. If the media stops overselling the Cowboys and puts them right with all the other 31 teams, we wouldn't care. The people that are not a Cowboys fan would not care. Unless it affected their team some way. It's media driven. It's not because the Cowboys are the Cowboys. Sorry, little rant. But that's why I hate the Cowboys. It's what they stand for as well. It is. I think it's mostly Jerry Jones. I think it's mostly Jerry Jones. He just seems like an evil man. He does. He has that evilness about him. Pays the stations and everything so they talk about the Cowboys. That's why. It's media. He pays the media and that's what it is. I can't wait for, this is going to sound so terrible, so I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say I can't wait for him to die, because I can't wait for him to get so old that he's out of the picture. He can't do it. He has to be at home and I don't know, on oxygen, or I don't even know. That sounds terrible, I know, but I don't like the man. Honestly, probably some Cowboys fans can't wait for that too. Oh my God. So I did not expect the Eagles to beat the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys. Congrats. Man, I was so happy. Then we had to go beat the Giants. And let me tell you, I was scared. I didn't make a video, so I can't prove it. But I predicted the Eagles to win. But I was not completely confident in that. The defense played really well against the Cowboys. You could say Dak Prescott missed some throws and there were some drops and everything. That's true, but the defense still played well. But they were at home. And the defenses played way different on the road. And this was on the road. So I was nervous. I was really nervous. Did an amazing job on Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he had that one run. He had one run. It was a touchdown. It was a long run, but it was one run. I don't care what his final numbers were, if he cracked 100 yards or if he got close. We basically shut him out. I can't say it was a non-factor because he did have that long touchdown run, but it was one play. It was one play. Apart from that, Saquon Barkley did nothing. What I'm noticing is our defensive backs, they're playing the deep ball better. Yeah, there's sometimes where the quarterback throws too far or too short and everything. but I'm seeing them like challenge it more often now. Like I'm seeing it more contested than I was. And Sidney Jones, like I'm starting to wonder, is he starting to turn into what we thought he could be? I know it's only been a play here, a play there, and a play here, but there were 3 big plays in 3 big games. You start to wonder. No Zach Ertz, that scared the crap out of me when Miles Sanders left. I was like, Jesus. Which, by the way, everyone's saying, oh, Miles Sanders. He still dances at the line a little too much. There's times where he'll go and he'll dance. And I'm like, there was a lane right there. There was a lane right there you could have just shot through. And he missed it. I see that a lot. I'm not saying the dude doesn't have great speed, a great burst, catches the ball out of the backfield tremendously, has a great attitude and work ethic to him. All those are legit. But he needs to just hit the hole quicker instead of dancing. That's his one weakness, is he dances way too damn much. He could have got us like a 2, 3, 4 yard gain, and instead it's like a -1 or a 0 yard gain because he just danced and hesitated. That's the one knock I have on Miles Sanders. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, he should be rookie of the year or offensive rookie of the year, or he should do this or do this. No. I'm seeing a weakness in his game right now. And that's probably a weakness that young running backs do go through. So once he gets through that, sky's the limit, honestly. His receiving capabilities is, for a back anyway, is very, very, very elite. Anyway, people just stepped up. I don't know who Carson Wentz was throwing to. I know Josh Perkins. I know Boston Scott now. But Burnett, Davis, didn't know who they were. don't know who they are. I'm sorry. Dallas Goedert is he's slowly starting to remind me of like a Zach Ertz, like a young Zach Ertz, only a little bit more physical and a better blocker. All right. So the Eagles are NFC East champions. And I said back when both teams were sucking, Eagles and Cowboys, that whoever won the division should not gloat. I'm going to gloat a little bit. And here's why. I'm going to be a hypocrite, but here's why. Everything the Eagles had to overcome. Everything. The injuries are ridiculous. Like, this isn't even bad luck anymore. This is like something we need to, in the offseason, figure out what's going on. I used to think maybe it's just we're old. I mean, people are people are blaming the medical staff or training staff, whatever, and everything. I don't know, maybe, but I thought it was more because of the age of the roster. But young players are getting hurt. Like, young players are getting hurt. And honestly, the Eagles should be fine for how they handle the Jordan Howard stuff. He's been questionable for like 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. What, I don't even know. He's been questionable all that time. I think the league needs to step in and be like, look, the way you guys handled that and everything, what you were putting out in the media, like, it wasn't completely all honest. So I don't know. It doesn't affect the Eagles on the field. I think the NFL should look into that, because the Eagles with injuries, the way they announce them, the way they put it out to the public, like, it's just shady. There's something shady about it. There really is. Like, just fucking be honest with us. Anyway, everything we had to overcome. Think Dallas Cowboys. Think about what you guys have. Think about what you guys have. You guys have been relatively healthy. Relatively healthy. We haven't. We haven't been. I mean, come on. And you still let us win the division. We still beat you. We still won the division. Like, you guys should be embarrassed. And then they kept bringing, Jason Garrett. Did Jason Garrett miss those passes to Cooper? To Tavon Austin? Did Jason Garrett drop those balls? I mean, I'm not saying keep Jason Garrett. I mean, as an Eagles fan, I wish you would. But I'm not saying keep Jason Garrett. The fan base is done with them. The media is done with them. The team's probably done with them. You have to move on. But the way you guys just blame him like he is the only issue, like, you guys are fucking nuts. You guys, I'm not going to say you guys didn't have more talent than us. We just had more heart. We did. And I don't think even Cowboys fans can argue that. But even though you have more talent than us, I still think your talent is hella overrated. Hella overrated. It's ridiculous. The amount of excuses and everything else I see coming out of Dallas, like, it's ridiculous. Like, come on, guys. Like, I hate Eagles fans too. They can be completely obnoxious. I hate the Cowboys and Eagles fans, honestly. I think they're two of the worst nauseating fan bases in the whole entire league. And I'm an Eagles fan, so I must be one of them. But Cowboys fans, come on. Like, man the fuck up and be like, look, like, you guys were the better team. You just love dissing on your team right now because you're all disappointed. And that's the only reason, that's the only place where it comes from. That's the only place where humility comes from. But you guys won't just straight up be like, yeah, there's a lot of excuses. You shouldn't be proud. You shouldn't be proud of your fan base or anything like that. Like, man up. Now, before I get out of here, because it's already a 17-minute video. Good God, guys, I'm sorry. Any of you guys are still watching this, like, thank you. What do I see in the playoffs? We're going against the Seahawks, which, honestly, the Eagles could not have drawn a better opponent in the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and predict the Eagles to beat the Seahawks now, just in case I don't get another video up. And it's not because I think the Eagles are such a better team. My God, we're banged up like crazy. The Seahawks are banged up too, but not nearly like us. It's more of the intangibles. We're at home, backs against the wall, playoffs. That's a place where the Eagles thrive, to be honest with you, right? They thrive. So it's hard for me to see the Eagles winning when I just think about it, but it's also hard for me to see them losing in that environment. It's just the Doug Peterson era, when their backs are against the wall, they fight like crazy. No Zach Ertz, though. That's going to suck. That's going to really... Ugh. I'm going to predict the Eagles to win. I don't know the score. It might be some low score. I'm thinking like 2017, something like that. I don't know. I predict the Eagles to win. I don't know who will go to next after that. It depends on a lot of things and everything. I think the three teams that the Eagles have a chance to beat is the Seahawks, the Packers, and the Vikings. The Vikings being the less of the three, the less likely of the three. But we've already beat the Packers before at their place, which is where we would go. Those are the three teams I can see us having a chance to beat. I don't see us beating the 49ers or especially the Saints. I can't see it. I can't see it. Doesn't mean they can't. I've been wrong before. I didn't see us beating the Cowboys, for God's sakes. Thought it was a bad matchup. Our secondary is playing like shit. Ezekiel Elliott, we can never stop. It looked like such a bad matchup. But we did. So anything's possible. Do I see us going to the Super Bowl or winning it or anything? No, I don't. This was more of like a stop the Cowboys from getting in, win the division, stop them from winning it 2 years in a row, since no team has won it 2 years in a row since we did it, from 03 to 04, or from 01 to 04. It was more just about an accomplishment of heart and determination and stuff like that is why I'm happy. Do I see us actually going far? No. But, all right, guys, 20-minute video. I'm so sorry. I'm going to head out of here. Go Birds. Peace out, guys.